Hi, welcome back. Second part. Oh, I wanted to say I saw the movie Interstellar. Very cool.
Awesome.
The way they represent the third density, different dimensions. Really cool.
Cool.
You'll enjoy. Long movie though. That of Ra. We are Ra. In your social memory complex, your mind, body, spirit distortions have built a paradigm of yourselves in the now to be perceived. This paradigm will be that of your new earth. Your separated selves will stay or will go. Your separation of two earths is drawing near. Your separation of two earths will be noticed by those in apparency to themselves, of themselves as God. Your distortions of the awakened self is that of less to the previous considered self of separation. This separate self, with less of your distortions in your mind, spirit, body complex, will recognize new frequencies of the prepared new earth. Upon that earth, you will fertilize the birth of the new human, the new self, the new quasi-state of being. This new self is in reachable standards of perceivability from this social memory complex. Your separated self is deconstructing over what you call your next 365 days plus 10 will be a state of being to be perceived, of recognition of what you truly are, leading to your unum of one, within the collective. To be perceived. Hold fast to that which you consider yourselves. The bombardment of frequencies is among you. our distortions meeting your distortions to translate ideas of beyond your complex. Is that of unum an effortless idea of comprehension? We are Ra, Adonai. In our eternal gratitude to you, that of Ra. Your new earth, the one being, let's say, fortified, built, planned in the, let's say, the idea of unpredictability, is being built by you most certainly. All of you in this now are building yourselves in that now. You are, let's say, playing off the ends of what you are, using the practicum of your creative skills within these times. Let's summarize. You were coveting that which you perceived. Your awareness was none. Most of you are sleepwalkers, not understanding yourselves fully until you chose to understand yourself fully without knowing yourselves. And in these, let's say, coveting days, you were, let's say, haphazard. Then through the mastery plan of all the nows, you came up with the idea to know who and what you are. And in those times, who and what you were. God. And through your practicums of showing yourself ideas of what is, through your thousands of modalities, countless of modalities, through your collapsed timelines, truly. All of your earths coming together, intertwining into this now. Remnants in mastery psyche, not in physical, not in secular history. Most of it did not happen. Your second Egypt that you will discover, you have discovered, but realizing it and calling it another Egypt in your Australians, descendants of yourselves, truly the Aborigines. But there was no timeline. You recreated the timeline of that earth on this earth in memory. Then you gave yourself the physical representations of that earth on this earth. So you can take that teachings, that learnings, that understanding of all that is, and that time and intertwine them with this time. Most of you have it already because most of you were a part of that timeline, that parallel earth. All of this is coming together. You can see it, you can sense it, you can feel it. That you're coming down the stretch. You come around the bend, and down the stretch they come. Pay no attention to the logical history, the timeline of how it's supposed to occur. Because it all occurs now, and we mix and match everything to get you to this now is where you exist now. But without that, there's not this now. And in that future that you're building now, that you feel will not be perceived unless you have built it already. So we're talking about it so it's there. So you know where you're going. Put it in your mind. It's in the collective. It is in the psyche of all human dream state. To be birthed in the physical upon that perfect moment. Don't consider yourself time, history. Let go of that and see the freedom of going to any timeline you choose to bring out of this, to bring this, to bring this, to bring this, and put it in here to create the ascension. You, now. Your timelines were all serving a purpose of getting you to wake up to what you are, because you chose to fall asleep. Much like Adam in that parable, in that story, didn't happen. A deep slumber fell upon him. You are in deep sleep right now, Ascension. Deep sleep, doing great work, building your future, looking at your template, how you're going to build them, deconstructing everything that got you to here, and knowing you pull no known into the future, for that recreates the repetition, and you are seekers of the unknown. You are not a background program running. You are all that is. And since you are all of it, you might as well go find out all of it. And it's going to take you forever. Beautiful. Yes. So understand, your coveting days are over. You know what you are. Your gods are over. You know what you are. The God of separation is over. You know what you are. The God of, let's say, your Savior is over. Because you are that God. Leading to this now of being the one conscience of all that is. You are your creator. You are your creator. Your creator is not over there. You are here. You are your creator. And the unum of one is chosen, the ascension. You're coming down the home stretch. Build it here. In your imagination. Filled with your own heart. Your own love. For yourself. As the creator. Knowing full well. There is no punishment. No karma. No obligation. Nothing except your choice of experience. And wherever you take yourselves is perfect, for that ascends the species. For there is no vibrational state that sends a higher message than self-love. There is no vibrational state than acting upon your own self-love that ascends more than that. Truly. Sleep deep. Do your work in your mind. When you feel you're here, dream of what you are. Act upon of what you are. Live in the end, as our friend Neville says. Act from that state of being. And it matters not what it is. If it is the unum one of earth, so be it. If it is perfect food and everyone is fed, so be it. If it is your grand mansion, so be it. It does not matter. There is no limitations on vibrational love. And if you are acting on it, that ascends the species. Do not define the category you are following as anything but your joy. And know that there is no shielding on whether you can have that or not. And what it vibrates to the collective is that of love, not selfish, not separation. It is the recognition. The earths are separating. The 3D earth will stay. And those who stay, love them. For they are experiencing themselves. The ones who go, you have chosen. Love it. Have no concern, no care for those brethren that stay behind. For if you force them, you stay. Fighting for the battle to convince someone else that you are right. You are not right with others. You are right with yourself. That resonates the truth for those to choose among themselves. The ascension. Or staying. It does not matter. Understand the words of Ra. Understand yourself in distortion. Understand your frequency has been raised and your access, the accessible frequencies to you that are available right now for tuning into, will give you realities that will, let's say, mind bend you beyond any now back. Rejoice for the availability of your own individual understanding of all that is at the highest state in all of times. Combined. All of them. All of your parallel Earths. All of your Egypts. There were peaks in Egypt that you did great things. However, they were induced by that of gods. Your Ra. Me, Ocyphius, in your second Egypt. Roku, in your second Egypt. It's priests, giving you the understanding of levitation, sound healing, so you can have it now as you doing it, the God that you are. Not relying on the outside to create your reality once again. You are creating your reality now. You always have been, but the awareness of you doing it, and the awareness that you are allowed to do it has never been felt this clear, this deeply by the separated collective of humanity. Trust this. Take time out of the equation. Don't look for it. Don't be in a rush. And don't, let's say, don't tell yourself, Chamiya ko koshnaniya tokora ya tora matara. Shumba. Chamiya ko mata. Rita, if you could speak for a moment, we've never done this, but you explain it very well. And Nimi Koto from the Iona civilization has reminded me of that. Your 100 monkey effect. You put it in a way that you have no concern whether they come along or not. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
Please say that for us.
Okay. I don't feel like I have to worry about the people who are not waking up. It's not my job to try and make them. But the people who are waking up, everything they do to choose for them and to choose to expand themselves is something that gets contributed to the entire whole. It contributes to a critical mass, which brings about the evolution of our species. In that moment, bang, all of the monkeys get it, okay?
Perfect.
Once you get to that critical mass, so whatever I do is good. I don't have to worry about the other people. They can be doing whatever they're doing, and in the moment that we reach critical mass, everyone shifts. Everyone gets it.
Exactly.
No worries.
We have chosen this from that of a separated self to give you the vibrational sense of truth. Do you understand that you have no concern for those not choosing to come along? Don't wait for them. Act upon yourself, your love, your choice, and they get the vibrational sense of the beacon home. And then they choose. And she said the words, don't concern, don't hang out, and don't make them. Because the more you try to make anyone do anything, you sustain it. Simple. That's the idea. That's where you are right now. Act upon yourself over and over again, no matter what you are doing. Don't look for the meaning in what you are doing to mean something towards something, for that's obligation. Act on it as experience, as joy, and it doesn't matter if you do one thing until you depart or the ascension occurs. We're not going to tell you when. Or sustain it out of obligation. Act on what you choose. This shifts to one thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things. It does not matter. You need no dependency on security for any idea of future sustainings. Because without your practicum of recreating yourself anew every moment as a free will choice that you are aware that you actually can do that, you slow things down. Because you're relying on the repetition of security. You can create every moment. But without all of the practicums of all of these worlds and all of these collapsed timelines intertwining with histories and physical and dream state and everything that we've put together, and we're speaking for the collective, we, you, have put together, is coming to a point of taking authority back 100%. And you've given yourself that idea of being up there more in your quasi-template to build and feel that. And more of you will shift there in your waking states. You will see things differently. You have all the available frequencies, and all you have to do is say it, I want that. And tune in. You will feel a vibrational heaviness in you that tones up, and here it comes. That's simple. No more dogma, no more rituals, no more things that got you here. If it still serves you and it's excitable and easy, so be it. But if it becomes an idea of I need to do this in order to, then you are still discounting yourself as the infinite creator instantaneously, which you all are. Time reader.
23 minutes.
This is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. Once again, our eternal love and gratitude. We bid you a good now. Adone. Booyah. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.